Digital platforms are very much concerned about the loudness of music. This is because they want to provide their users with a smooth experience. They don't want the volume of music to jump from one song to another. In the last years, several new ways of measuring loudness were introduced, and most platforms adopted their own standards for these. So when you upload your song to any of these platforms, they expect it to conform to those standards or it will be turned up or down. Cubase has a built-in metering section designed to measure loudness as defined by these standards, and you can access it here on the right-hand side of the mixer window. In the tabs above, choose meter, and the tabs below choose loudness. Now there are two measurements here that we need to be careful about. The first one is called true peak, and it's right here at the bottom. This tells us if there's any clipping occurring in the main channel. The second one is called integrated, right here. This will show us the perceived loudness of our song for the duration that we played it. And this is important. When you upload your song to any platform, it will scan the audio file and find the average perceived loudness of the entire song and see if that falls above or below the standard, and it will adjust your song's level accordingly. That's why it's called integrated. So in order to get a useful reading of this parameter, you have to play your entire song from start to finish and let it do its measurement. It's a good opportunity for a coffee break. Now I'll let my song play and then we'll come back to this. Okay, we have no clipping, which is good, but the integrated level is low. So what exactly do I mean by low? I attached another document to this lesson in which I've listed the current standards implemented by major digital platforms. The numbers are slightly different for each platform, but for now, let's assume that we want to upload this song to Spotify. Spotify wants your true peak levels to remain below -1 dB and your integrated level to be at -14 LUFS. Right now, my integrated level is at -18, so my song will be quieter than the standard and Spotify will turn up its volume. I'd rather turn it up myself and maintain control. What we need to do is to add a limiter. Again, on the inserts here, go to Dynamics and select Limiter. Limiter is a device that lets you raise volume without having to worry about clipping. If I simply turned up the volume here on the main fader, that would have caused clipping on some louder parts of the song. Limiter is designed to, limit those peaks so you can turn up the rest of the song. Now set the output to -1 dB. This is as high as we want our peaks to go, because Spotify's standard says that true peaks cannot exceed -1 decibel. Now you can increase the input level as desired until you reach your target level. Since my integrated level is right now at -18 and the Spotify standard wants it to be at -14, I will set this to the difference between the two, which is +4 dB, and we should be all set. It may take a few passes of the entire song to get it right. Between each pass, don't forget to reset the measurements by clicking on this button here. How about if your song is too loud for Spotify? If you saw, for example, -8 LUFS in the integrated section, you can also use the input knob to turn down the level. Once you see -14 LUFS on the integrated scale, your song is ready for Spotify. One final thing. If you want to end your song with a fade out, that's super easy and you know how to do that already. Go to the fader on the main channel, click on W for writing automation. Now go to the ending of your song, where you want the fade out to occur. Hit play and turn the fader down. Don't try to get it right here, because you can always fix it in this section, the automation window, by using the parabola tool right here. Parabolas usually work best for fade outs. Just remember to switch the automation mode back to read once you're done.